Off Air.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Supposed to put the drum roll in there, dipshit.
Oh.
Fuck.
Mic
is just off now, so that's good.
I can hear you.
Great.
Okay.
We're
Wait, no, I can hear myself
yeah.
now.
Because we're broke.
That was weird how that happened in the intro.
So today we have a special guest in the Off Air studio.
Yeah.
His name is Mr. Eric H. Everybody, give it up for Eric H.
Yeah.
He's a close friend.
I'm
and
Eric H.
and a confidant. He's an astronaut. He's been to space 17 times. He has
18.
Oh.
72.
It was 18.
He has 72 confirmed kills. And also he has the
74 unconfirmed kills.
right. We don't know how many unconfirmed. He
74, you just said.
has written
he
and
did.
published 13 separate novels.
13.
Yes.
Was that a whistle?
Don't worry about it.
And is also, you didn't hear this from me, but he
Oh.
might not be completely from this earth. So, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Holler.
Thank
everybody.
you.
Eric
Thank
H.
you. It's a honor and a privilege to be in this room.
You don't have to
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Okay.
No.
And why did you
Yeah.
bring me here?
I thought it'd be fun. The true origin story is the true lore behind this
Oh.
is Eric and I have just had a lot of really, really good conversations, and it's always been a thing of like, oh, we
should start a
yeah,
podcast.
we should start. We
Or
should
something
start.
like
yeah,
that.
like oh, if we could record this and have a podcast or have this.
Yeah.
So this is cool that I get to bring you on. So
Yeah. I
Eric-
would. It's
Eric
fun.
H.
It's
You
fun
can
to,
bleep that shit out in post. I hope.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Impossible.
All right. Well, sorry.
I didn't
Full
learn
names
that.
out
No,
there.
I know. This is full circle for me. I like this. I'm having
Yeah.
fun already.
So conspiracy theories, right? We were starting to get into it before, like I don't know if we were fully recording yet or not, but
Definitely weren't recording.
we were starting to talk about what is it? The Ocean Gate,
Yeah,
the
how it's fake.
submarine, and how
Yeah.
that's fake.
Yeah.
But so I want to give a little bit more just for myself, for the room, for the listeners. I don't think I've ever really had like a true conversation with you, Eric, about like conspiracy theories and what is like the deep conspiracy that we believe in, and if there's
Okay.
anything like that. You know, maybe we have, and I just can't fully
I
remember.
mean,
But
I don't think we've gotten into like the deep lore of like
right,
kind of what big conspiracy like we've maybe touched on the fact that the Mandela effect might be a thing.
right,
You know, but
It's a
then like
thing.
I don't think we've gone deep into like how I feel about it,
yeah.
and I don't know if I fully get how you feel about that stuff.
Right.
So I don't know. This will be fun.
But I know Style, Jake, Jordan, whatever you want to call them,
All three of them.
all three of them.
Mm.
These guys love conspiracies, and we talk about them all the time. It's just a fun thing to, you know, it's easy to talk about. And I think it's fun. It makes you think, you know. But so what is your and these guys have some of the craziest theories. What is this about Ocean Gate?
What is that noise?
What is going on?
I think that might be kids outside.
Somebody's wooing.
So yeah, someone was.
We have
Oh,
some-
when I
hollering out
when I
there.
pulled in, they were singing that Bon Jovi. Oh, we're halfway there, and they were just like,
How old are you?
We
They
have
were
some
singing that
hooligans.
Bon Jovi.
Bon
That
Jovi.
new-founded music.
"Is that what I fucking
Yeah,
said?"
it is.
No,
dude.
it's not, idiot.
Shut up.
Jake, how you been? It's been a while.
I'm good. How are you?
For those
Yeah,
who
it's-
are
it's-
listening, like 3 months from now, Jake and I, we haven't done a recording of Off Air, so Jake and I haven't seen each other in like 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Whoa.
Been doing good?
Well, yeah, no, I saw you at the
Oh,
first,
yeah, you saw me at
the first annual Grassman.
That's true. You saw me at Grassman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't really
No,
get to...
you guys were busy.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we were.
I hate him so much.
So,
So, I mean, I could go into why I think the whole submarine thing isn't real.
I feel like you and I are gonna have very similar theories. So go ahead.
Well,
wait, really quick for the listeners. I just want to bring it up because I know
Why do you always have to bring it up? Why do you always have to bring it up?
There's
I
a
do it
ripped,
for you.
There's
I do
a
it
picture
for
of
you.
Ned
What
Flanders
is he doing
ripped
up
as
there?
hell on both monitors right
What's
now,
that
and
guy
I can't avoid it.
You want me to put on just one?
Every recording, you do this, and I'm not like, that's not a meme. This isn't a joke. This is like every time we record Off Air, Jordan puts up a picture of Ned Flanders ripped as hell with his shirt off, sweating like he's just mowed the done diddly lawn.
Look at him.
Last time he was in the
ripped.
shower, wasn't it?
Look at him.
Probably.
Look at him.
Oh my!
Jordan has some fucked up pictures of Ned Flanders.
I didn't know it was gonna get so hot.
I like it.
You don't. You don't like it. Appreciate Ned.
No. And you don't listen. You don't need to know my feelings on this Mac of the Fatter.
Go.
Don't. Wait.
Hey, give me-
But more. Wait.
Wait, what?
Homie. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna superimpose Evan's impression of Homer here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Eating donuts again, homie? Who's this guy from the King of the Hill show? Is that John Redcorn? Homie.
You eating donuts again, homie?
That's the one.
That classic Marge
That
line.
classic line.
Hey, I'm Homer Simpson. I like a donut. I work in the nuclear power plant. No.
Pizza in the Mario movie.
So the reason why I think it's fake is because they knew this thing imploded on Sunday and didn't tell people until Thursday. And there were two major stories going on that were buried because everybody was wondering about the submarine that imploded on Sunday. But the Pentagon lost $6.3 billion that they forgot to say that was given to Ukraine. And then Hunter Biden's whole, hey, I know you didn't pay taxes and you also had a firearm while smoking crack and there's video and photos of it. But instead, we're going to give you a plea deal, 60 days probation, as opposed to the 15 years you would normally serve in prison. And everybody was worried about that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But instead, we heard about the submarine on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that had imploded on Sunday.
So your theory is that?
So then, yeah, wait, hold on. Can I just zoom? Sorry, go ahead. So go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I'm just trying. So I understand you're saying that it was like a cover up because there was some other stuff going down in the realm of military / FBI /
Correct.
whatever.
Yep.
So hey, everybody, look at these dumbass billionaires who just imploded. Don't
Right.
think about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
pretty much.
Misdirection. It's a misdirection.
But you don't think they actually died.
So then, yeah, let me zoom in.
Hmm.
What is your actual, like, what do you think then was in the submarine? Do you think there are actually people in there? Do you think they actually imploded? Do you think what happened?
Well, I
then,
think it's
if
really
you're on
weird.
that mind track.
I just think it's really weird that all of a sudden all of these celebrities are coming forward now and they're like, "Oh, that could have been me. I could have been on that submarine. Oh
I mean, I
man."
guess. Yeah.
Like, come on.
To
No,
be
I'm
fa-
not buying it.
I mean, to
But do
be
you
fair,
think-
it wouldn't have been any average celebrity because any normal person would have been like, "This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Yeah.
in that thing."
Yeah. I really felt bad for. Okay, so wait, then I want to ask both of you this,
Yeah.
Jordan. Were there people in the submarine?
Here's my thing on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for certain one way or other what I
Right,
believe.
right, of course.
But at this point, I'm leaning towards there was never anyone on the submarine.
Really?
These were all billionaires with a
Mhm.
B
Mm-hmm.
that we'd never heard of.
Yeah.
And like, it would make sense to make main, hear me out because I'm getting there. It would make sense to make main headline news in America if it was like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. No
Yeah.
one gives a fuck about any of these people.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And on top of that, his kid was at a Blink-182 show the whole time, tweeting about it.
I heard, dude, I saw just recently one of the sons of one of the
Uh-huh.
billionaires that was on was tweeting hard R and
yeah,
was
yeah.
like being
Oh.
super like specifically racist on Twitter.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
and then the kid that was at the Blink-182 concert, it was really weird because he got home and he's like, "Dad, Dad, where are you?"
He is so sorry, to be fair.
I'm sorry. I had
He was not sorry.
But okay, but that's the thing too, is like none of us knew who these people were beforehand, right?
Right.
So none of us know what the fuck happened after. They could have just, number one, could have been fake names to begin with. Could have just changed their names after the fact. Could just be on an island somewhere, Jay chillin'.
Right.
I don't
Wait,
think
wait,
any of
wait.
these people are real.
I don't fully buy that because what if it was like normal civilians? What if they weren't billionaires? Would that make
Then-
it any
no,
less?
then it wouldn't have made the news.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been in the news. They
Yeah,
wouldn't care.
because they wouldn't have the side of the people going, well, good, billionaires belong at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't have that side, and that's who's spreading the story the most.
this is my
Oh wow. Interesting take.
this is
Yeah.
a point I want to make real quick. We're so heartbroken about it, right? What were their names?
No, I'm not heartbroken
Right.
about it in
No,
the slightest.
no, I'm just saying, like in general. Like the people that are like, we should be mourning them.
And who's funding this extraction of the submarine, by the way?
No, there's no extraction. It's imploded.
There was.
Oh, they're pulling out parts.
Yeah, they pulled out parts.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a picture
yeah.
and video of
That's
them
the
pulling
thing.
out parts.
It imploded, but we found parts an hour later.
Do you want to know what my like actual theory is? That's not like conspiracy.
Yeah.
I think they were
that
taking.
was my actual theory.
I think they were taking people down there to see the Olympus and saying it was the Titanic.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Do you
listen
know
to the
about?
Rebel Radio Show?
No.
He doesn't know about the Olympus Titanic thing.
Olympic,
you
number
should
one,
You should
Jake.
run that down. You should run that down. Hey, someone break down that because I don't know it.
Break it down.
The Olympic and the Titanic were sister ships, and built pretty much exactly the same. The Olympic was a little bit older, a couple of years. The Olympic was used primarily to ship freight to and from Ireland, and had taken damage before. There's documented history of it being inactive, being in the shop. At least 3 notable times it suffered major damage and couldn't run. Now, the Titanic was going to be this new indestructible freight liner, right? But it was going to be a passenger ship, and it was for the upper class, and it was going to take this beautiful voyage, and they were all going to cash in on it. But because they thought, why are we wasting our time on a ship that's not going to make us more money? Because there's not enough people with wealth that are going to have this ride over and over and over again. We're not going to turn a profit over this after one voyage. No one wants to go on a ship over and over again that's already been on it. There's not enough wealthy people to keep funding it. Why don't we just swap out the Olympic and Titanic? We'll put the Titanic logo on the Olympic. We'll have everybody board the Olympic as the Titanic, and we'll sink it.
So you're saying there's only ever been one boat?
No, there were 2 boats.
Oh.
There was the Olympic and the Titanic. Now, here's the part that really convinces me, right? The Olympic, we have this whole documented history about its wrecks, its work, its shop, right? The Titanic, we have the one voyage, right? We don't even know what happened. There's wreckage of the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. There's wreckage we have in a museum. We have documented all this history on the Titanic. We don't know what happened to the Olympic after that day. The Olympic was dismantled. We don't know what happened to it.
Right, because it was deemed dangerous after what had happened to the Titanic.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not after it was happened. It was just deemed inoperable. But they were working on it. They were fixing it. Then we have no history of what actually happened to the parts of the Olympic. Not only that, but we have side-by-side pictures. We have side-by-side pictures of the Olympic and Titanic. And they're, again, sister ships. They're very much the same, other than a few details they updated in the Titanic. The Titanic had nicer carpeting. They had different windows for the rooms in it. They had hardwood in one of the dining room area instead of the whatever the metal was in the Olympic.
Yeah, where Jack and Rose met by the staircase.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they took that specific detail actually.
Yeah.
But in the launch photos of the Titanic and in the crashed photos of the Titanic, the number of windows is different from what was in the actual photos of the Titanic before they set sail. So the windows match the ships on the Olympic.
Right.
The flooring that's found in the wreckage matches the Olympic flooring and not the Titanic flooring. Not to mention that the investor of, I always forget the name, White Star, something along those lines.
I think it's White Star.
The company that ran both ships. The investor and his family were supposed to go out that day, and they just happened to not show up in time for the launch. The owner of the company, the big investor, just didn't happen to. He missed the launch time that day.
That's like the Twin Towers. That's like the Twin Towers guy.
Exactly.
I was just gonna say. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be like taking out an insurance policy on 2 of the biggest buildings in New York City 2 months before they get planes driven into them.
Whoa, let's not get crazy.
But I believe the Titanic never actually sank. They sank the Olympic in place of the Titanic, and they just dismembered the actual Titanic.
But why do we care? If who cares if they just swapped one for the other? I don't care if it wasn't the Titanic. It's still on the bottom of the ocean.
Right, and the only people that would really have anything to gain from it is major investors like J.P. Morgan Foundation and other companies.
Yeah, I think it might also kind of like kill the might kill the story. The
Titanic
lore.
Sounds cooler.
It kills the story behind it. There's so much.
It was unsinkable.
Yeah, there's like so much.
Not even God can sink this ship.
There's a movie about it. Leonardo DiCaprio stars in a movie called Titanic about the fucking Titanic.
There's a movie.
What
You're
movie are we
thinking
talking
of The
about?
Reverend.
No.
He fights a bear.
No.
I heard.
I thought that was the Gladiator.
That's the one where he works on Wall Street with the wolves.
That's the one where he has Tobey Maguire as a best friend.
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
Well, So anyway,
Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking
the
about.
theory with the Titan is that it was the first manned ship to go down far enough to see the Titanic, right?
Yeah.
So the theory is that
The
the
submarine.
sub
Yeah.
that they
The
were
submersible.
the submersible.
No, it wasn't the first, right?
To get that close, yeah.
Yeah, everything else was done with basically a water drone.
Yeah.
Like it was a sub that had a camera on it. Nobody was in it.
Not
it was
people.
All, it was all controlled. Like
So
a
This is the
drone
first
would
one
be.
Yeah.
with people.
So the theory is that someone, either in the government or on the inside of the company, knew that this is actually a viable trip that can be made in this submersible, and they're going to see that it's the Olympic, not the Titanic, and we can't have that.
They imploded the ship. They called.
This was not the first voyage of this
No,
Yeah.
sub.
no,
No,
it's
but
the
it
first one
started-
that went that deep.
That, and it started to get that notoriety because celebrities are going, oh, they asked me to be on it, but I'm Mr. Beast, so I can't do it. Instead, put your hand on the submarine for $500,000.
Shut up.
That is
Shut up,
what he
Mr.
sounds.
Beast.
Yeah.
No, that was a good impression.
I love
So-
Mr. Beast.
So I'm not buying that. I'll be honest, guys. I gotta speak my truth here. Because
So then, what's your truth?
what about the director of the Avatar movies?
James Cameron.
Yeah,
He went down lower, but he went down lower
He's
by
been there.
himself.
He said he's been there like over 30 times.
But that's solo by himself.
No,
in
with
his
a
own-
crew and everything.
Have you hang on? Have you
No.
seen the design of the submersible and how much they cut costs on it?
on the one that imploded?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have. It was-
how they literally used screws into the aluminum siding on it.
Yes.
yeah.
And then,
That thing ain't making it very far.
And then
No,
plus
but the James Cameron one, he
Yeah.
had his own.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Right,
that was a
so-
one-man ship.
So
Have
I'm
you
saying
seen
like
that
people
ship?
have been down there before.
Him. Just
Okay,
James
I think
Cameron.
I'm really confused. You're saying the Ocean Gate
Yes.
is taking people to the wrong ship on purpose.
no.
Okay.
They're saying that Ocean Gate is taking them down to the quote Titanic, and then when they get down there, and because wasn't the other
they
thing that
realize it's
Oh,
not the Titanic,
well,
it's
well,
actually the Olympic.
But wait, I'm gonna get there. But
Oh.
wasn't the other thing that Ocean Gate was gonna 3D model the entire thing so that they could scale it?
You told me about that. So
Oh,
yeah.
well, then I probably read that in some
Well,
bullshit
how the hell
article.
were they going to do that with an Xbox 360 controller? Because I
But-
can't even get mine to connect anymore.
But so they were gonna get down there and be like, "Wait a minute, this isn't the Titanic. This
Yeah.
is the Olympic," and then it was gonna be a big kerfuffle.
but
Obviously,
they've sent people down there before.
let me ask you this.
I don't
okay?
think they've sent people.
Yeah,
Maybe
this
they
was
have.
not the maiden voyage of this
No.
idiotic submarine.
Okay. No, it's not. The people that went down before did not go as deep as this one did. They were
Okay.
told they can't make this voyage this
Right.
deep, and that employee who told them that was fired the week prior.
Okay.
So they decided to go deeper than the other voyages of the submersible had gone before. James Cameron has been down. He has his own fucking shit, whatever. I can't dispute that one. However, I forgot what I was
And he
gonna
called
say.
it the Titanic. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but
he,
I don't think James Cameron went down
Well-
specifically to the top. I'm gonna.
yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna,
he absolutely has.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
sorry.
gonna look it up.
Because
I'm
they
gonna
gotta
Google
do
it.
the
Let's use
actor.
Google.
I got my point back.
Okay, go for it.
However, here's my bigger issue with it. Let's sidestep that for a second, the James
All
Cameron thing, right? My bigger issue is we were told we don't know where this thing is, right?
The what?
They can't find the submersible. Can't
Oh,
find
yeah.
it. Don't know where it is. Don't know how to save these people.
Right.
They got 2 hours of oxygen
They
left.
got 38 hours left. We're
Yeah.
doing a countdown every hour.
Number one, shouldn't the company know the route that they were taking, at least a rough outline of the original route? That should be starting point number one.
They
So-
lost contact after an hour, Jordan.
Here's Google on James Cameron. On 26 March 2012, filmmaker and explorer James Cameron made a record-breaking solo dive, 10,908 meters. That's 35,787 feet below the
Thank you.
surface of the Pacific Ocean in the Deep Sea Challenger submersible vessel to reach the world's deepest frontier. I don't think he visited the Titanic specifically,
So I saw an interview with him.
but he
a-
did call
after-
it bullshit. He did say that the whole Ocean Gate thing was like a dumb idea.
Yeah, I saw an interview of him after the submersible imploded,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically asked him like, "What are your thoughts on this?" And he was like, "Listen, I've been down there more times than the captain has been down there. It's the Titanic is well studied. We know where it's at. I've seen it with my own eyes, with my own engineering crew, and we very much took everything very seriously. I don't think these people took it seriously. I don't think they really knew what they were getting into. This and that, and hearing him say all that, you know, obviously he's some billionaire
He's an
guy
explorer.
himself.
He's an
Right there.
explorer.
Hang on. Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. He's some billionaire guy himself, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck has James Cameron ever actually done than throw C4 on the seafloor?
Can I
Well,
bring
no,
up-
no, no,
Directed
time out,
two
time out,
Avatar
time out,
movies.
Time
The
out.
highest
Time
grossing
out.
film.
Time out. Who gives a fuck about him deep sea diving?
Nobody. It's
So
just
you
his
don't
thing.
think? And he was the guy, right? He was the deep sea guy, right?
Sure.
He's the
You-
deep sea guy you know about.
Exactly.
There's plenty
Sure.
of people on
Absolutely.
this planet that's like their livelihood.
Absolutely. But
That's
if
like what they've researched.
but
their whole
if
lives to
James
do.
McGee is a deep sea guy down the street, right?
Sure.
And he claims he's made just as many voyages as James Cameron has, right?
Yeah.
And this is James McGee.
Yeah.
He's made all these deep sea. Does anyone give a fuck if I'm not talking about James Cameron?
Oh, of course.
So you don't
not.
think James Cameron can be paid off by some larger entity?
he can't
to
because he
say,
already
hey, this
has
is the
that.
Titanic.
Because he already has so much money. How could you?
You
pay
don't
off
think
To
James
he's
make
gonna-
more
Cameron?
Avatar movies.
You don't think he would inflate the story for his ego?
No.
So Jordan is saying James Cameron paid off by big wigs,
Yeah.
big suits, and mystery men to
I could even see him bullshitting
like
because
hush
who's-
money. Like, oh
who's
yeah, no,
gonna
this
check
is
him
the
on the
He's
story.
like, James
Exactly.
Cameron is like, oh no, I swear this is the Titanic. This is the Titanic. I
Yeah.
promise, guys.
All right, hang on, real quick. Can I
Yeah.
circle back to my OG point here?
Yes.
They lost contact 2 hours in, or an
Two.
hour in.
Yes.
Hour in. We kept hearing how many hours of oxygen they have left, how much time of oxygen.
They kept hearing knocking at the sea floor.
They kept hearing knocking, which was proven to be bullshit, because
They heard knocking on Tuesday, but the
Ow.
ship blew up on Sunday.
That makes
Right.
no sense.
Because
Yeah.
how?
That makes-
I'm sorry, imploded.
Yeah, imploded. That's another one. It imploded, but we found parts 20 minutes after it imploded,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right on the surface of the water. So clearly it wasn't that deep.
Then the photos supposedly that are surfacing online were taken on Monday.
Good. Again, we don't know the route this thing took, but we know where the Titanic is, right?
Mhm.
So wouldn't it?
So why not look
by
where
the
the Titanic is?
Titanic.
We can
Uh.
get a drone, an unmanned ship down there deep enough. Why didn't we do that? There's too much like blatant, oh, here's the solution for that problem.
It's
That
just
wasn't done.
there's just a lot of stupidity in it, and to me, it's hard for me to believe that 9 people were in that thing, or
Six.
Five.
six,
Five or
five,
six.
6. That many people are stupid in the same setting. There wasn't one person going, I don't know.
And
I don't
The
think I can do it.
the kid that went with the dad.
Well,
was
then-
like,
I don't
I
wanna
don't want
go.
to do this.
he's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, but he was a teenager. Oh, I don't want to do this with my dad. Like that's all that was.
I guess.
I want to go home and play Call of
Well,
Duty.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
That is
Also,
what he said.
also though,
Quoted.
like, it would be scary to be like, all right, here's a quick vacation of going deep down into the depths of the ocean to
Who
visit the
does that?
Titanic. Like, oh yes, father-son bonding time. Like, I don't know.
Just go golfing or something.
Yeah, that,
Right,
that
just-
seems. Yeah,
Go watch a movie.
There's a
Yeah,
bowling
yeah.
alley right down the street.
you don't have to do all that.
And-
it just seems like a bit much.
And that actually is why I believe it's true. Because you brought up a good question. Can like 6 people really be that
Mhm.
stupid? And I think yes.
I have
Yeah.
seen 6 people
Because-
be that stupid.
because of the fact that they have all that money and they got to start coming up with creative ways to find father-son time.
Right, but
like
then
going deep sea into the fucking ocean.
But then
in
not
a
only-
fucking pop can.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's
then
the
not
level
only-
of stupidity that some rich people have.
But then not only are they stupid, but their spouses are stupid.
yeah,
So we're doubling the amount now.
absolutely.
And then the entire company's
Because-
stupid, and the authorities
Yes.
that gave them the okay are stupid.
they didn't have the okay. They didn't have like all the certifications you're
But
supposed
then-
to have.
Jake's a punk, dude.
But
He's
then-
saying down with big authority, and I'm in. I like it.
I'm
he's-
saying
he's
all
like-
of authority is stupid. I think those rich people are dumb.
Hang on. Okay, hang on.
I'm
Let me
agreeing
try
with
and
that.
bridge the gap real quick, because Shane and I have
Yeah.
both talked about this theory. Here's my alternate theory to it. Right? People went down. 5 billionaires went in the submarine down. Right? Thing was set to it was doomed from the start. We see how it was
Yeah.
made. We see the corners across. The
100% it was doomed from the start.
fucking $20 Logitech
Mhm.
controller controlling
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Me and Shane talked about this off air, not off air, but off air.
Yeah.
Like
I-
the show? Did it?
No, not like the show.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, the other one. Pilot, owner of the company guy who's supposed to be piloting, didn't go down with them. He took the money, bailed. He's
Oh,
gone.
I thought he was in there.
No. He was. At the official story, he went down. He was the pilot. We're saying conspiracy because
Oh,
you can't
sorry.
open it from the inside either.
Oh, okay.
That was a big thing. It was bolted shut from the outside.
Yeah, so
Why-
dumb.
why
so
would you do
so
that?
dumb.
So-
So even if they did capsize,
Yeah.
they don't have a way.
They're screwed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with that in mind, owner just didn't go down with them. He said he did, took the money, went somewhere else, changed his name, did whatever the fuck he needed to do, got out of Dodge, made off with 6 billionaires' money there, right? The rest of them, Who's gonna stop them? Send them to the bottom of the ocean
you
to
wanna-
implode.
Do you want to know how many days I had that story in my newscast because I thought it was so real? None. I'm reading details on it, and there are just fucking holes all over the place. I'm going, all right. So
I love
so this
Shia LaBeouf.
so this billionaire decided to no,
0.
that doesn't make any sense. And I'm going, all right. So the Pentagon lost money. We're giving cluster bombs now to this country. We're sending troops here, but they're talking about a submarine that imploded. I'm going, this is bullshit. I'm not doing this. There are too many holes in the story. Way too many.
If I can, real quick on that note, this is just one notch in a larger theory to me, because all this shit's happening in the government, right? Pentagon with this money, the fucking Hunter Biden shit that's been all over the fucking should be in jail, but everything's just been pushed aside. Here's the thing: we had aliens touch down in Reno.
Truth.
4 weeks ago now. Aliens touched down in Reno.
No.
That
Vegas the police came out and said that it was just lights.
No, they didn't. We have body cam footage.
No, I'm telling you what the official report says.
It's okay.
It was like signs, Jake.
No, the official
I
report
said,
says
andale,
there
andale,
was
children.
nothing.
Okay, hang on.
This happened?
Yeah, no, 4 weeks ago we have police body cam footage of quote unquote alien touchdown. The whole town fucking saw them. All these reports, right?
They landed in a backyard.
Yes, they did. This is the big news story. That
The
broke
family
in
was calling in like, hey, this is an alien, like straight up.
7 to 10 feet tall, shiny eyes. Then we had the submarine. We had the submersible happen, and that
Right.
was all over the news.
Right.
Then we had these Canadian wildfires, which don't get me started on that because that's not what they are.
Oh yeah, the Canadian
That's
wildfires.
fucking
You have a big
ridiculous.
theory on that too.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're fake.
It's really weird how it smells like garbage, like burning plastic.
So this week, this is the start of week 4.
Week 4.
I'm waiting for what the big life-changing event that happens this week is while our government
Ooh.
gets sorted out.
Ooh, pick me. It's going to be that Ukraine's going to be elected into NATO,
Okay.
even though they have the war going on. And Biden has advised against it. The big thing was Turkey and Switzerland and the Swedish. They do not get along. But the Swedish today were like, "Oh, come on in, Turkey."
I'm more of a
So-
ham guy.
Hey,
to be
Yeah.
honest.
They're going to be accepted into NATO. I think they're going to be put in the alliance.
Mm.
And then at that point, it's going to skyrocket. That's when it's going to get real bad.
So